Hi, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. And let's talk about it. I'm going to tell you guys about a story that when I first knew myself that I was into women. I used to work at this company. And we got Orientals there and Filipinos. But this one Filipino girl, she was fine. Pretty. She always used to come up and touch my boobs. I didn't mind it. I liked her. I didn't know at the time that I liked her like that. But I did. I liked her. So, at this time I was still dealing with men, but I liked the way she made me feel. In fact, I was married. But I liked the way she made me feel when she touched me. So it was one day came along. She said she was leaving, going back to the Filipinos. She was going back to the Philippines. And I was mad because I didn't know my feelings for her at that time. So the day that she was going back to the Philippines, I tried to dodge her all day. Every time I see her coming, I go the opposite way. I tried to dodge her because I didn't want to say goodbye. So she finally cornered me at the end of the day. She finally cornered me, gave me a big old hug, told me she's going to miss me the most. You know, she really enjoyed working with me. I'm funny. You know, she was just going on and on. But she kept hugging me and, you know, touching on me. So I had to hurry up and get away from her because I wanted to cry. I did. I wanted to cry. But that was my first encounter knowing that I like women. So my second encounter was I had a friend that used to come over to my house, and she'd stay over the night because her job was closer to my house. But when she came over, she'd go take a shower and get totally nude. So I put up with it for a while, act like it didn't bother me. But it did. It didn't bother me in a bad way. It bothered me in a good way. So I finally said, why you don't have no clothes on? Why you never wear clothes? She was like, girl, you don't want me to wear no clothes. I mean, my head being like, you're right, I don't. But you need to put on some clothes. So probably a week or so later, I had a waterbed. A week or so later, I'm laying in the bed watching TV. She comes and jumps on the waterbed and starts grinding me in the waterbed. And it took off from there. I didn't know nothing about pleasing no woman. So I started, my sister's boyfriend knew some gay girls. So I started going over their house with them so I could get some information and see how they interact with each other. So I finally started talking to them and asking them questions about how to become a lesbian. You know, I'm into women. You know, how do I please a woman? Girl, people, bam fam. Do you know they gave me the rundown? They told me what to do, how to do it. They told me. So the next time the girl came over to my house, we had sex again. This time I applied all the information I learned from these women Now, I was going over these women's house like every day just to get information. And I applied all that stuff. She was surprised, saying, "Where did you learn this at?" I didn't want to give her my source. So I told her I was just going by the way you make me feel. So we was having sex like every time she comes over. And I can't call her a girlfriend, but I can call her a sex partner. That's what she was. I called her a sex partner. And now at that time, I didn't know if her sex was good or bad, but it made me feel good at the time. So I did that with her for probably about a year and a half. And then she told me she needed to go and be with men. She likes to be penetrated. You know, I didn't want her to, but who am I? So she did. So me and her didn't see each other anymore because I didn't want to be mixing my stuff with his stuff. I didn't like that. So that was the end of her. Then I met this girl online. She had a daughter. Fine girl. I was like, did I get this? So at this time, I was living next door to my mom. And me and my sister was. And I asked my sister if I could have some company over. She came over. She put on some lingerie for me that night. I just thought this girl was too fine for me to touch. So I got scared. I got shy on her. I was like, nah, I can't do it. But she was trying. She was trying to get me, but I couldn't do it. So we seen each other a couple of more times. I finally did it. Me and her did it quite a bit. And she used to come from LA to Moreno Valley just to see me. She used to send me pictures of her lingerie and stuff. And I was like, dang. So Erica, if you're out there, hit me up. No, I'm joking. I got a girlfriend. I'm playing. But yeah. And so what these ladies taught me made me feel good about pleasuring a woman. And I got better with time. So some years later, I met this woman, older woman. She turned me out because I didn't think she knew what she was doing. She was older. And who said older people don't know what they're doing? This lady had me squirming. I wish I can go into details, but I can't. But let's say it was a wet situation. And I got addicted to it. I used to leave my job at night. I worked at night. And go to her house. And not a day that I went to her house, she didn't do what she needed to do. So it was hard for me at that time to get with women that was mediocre, that was trying, that didn't know how to pleasure me. Because the couple of women I had before them was A1. It was just a nice time, a nice situation. I got addicted to this lady. And she wasn't out, though. She wasn't out to her family. And I think when she told her kids, one of them didn't like it at all. So we stopped seeing each other. My hoo-ha was broken. It was broken. It was in tears. It needed her attention. So I was in other relationships. I tried to talk to my partner and let them know what I wanted, how I wanted it to be done. And, you know, they can tell me the same so we can be able to satisfy each other. So it was never like what I had. So years later, now, the lady that I was addicted to, she used to always say Merry Christmas to me, Happy Birthday. Just reach out to me. So one day she reached out to me and she said, can I call you? I was like, sure. You can call me. She called me and she knew that I was a person that liked to laugh. So she always kept me laughing. Even if it wasn't funny, the way she said it was funny. Always kept me laughing. But one day, she wanted me to go to San Diego with her. Drop some kids off there. I said, okay. So when we came back from San Diego, she invited me in her house. We started doing whatever. And the sex was just like I never left. It was powerful. Powerful. So after that, we made it official. We started dating. And I didn't want to leave this lady alone. But we had to do a disagreement. And we stopped seeing each other. Stopped seeing each other. So one day on her birthday, she asked me if I can take her out. And don't tell her where. So I said, yeah, I can take you out. I took her to Palm Springs. We walked around, we talked, we looked at stuff, we laughed. Went and had some dinner, sitting up there laughing. She told me she wanted to talk to me about something, but she didn't want to talk to me while I'm driving because she wants my uninvited attention. I said, okay. So I went in her house, we talked. We found out that we were saying the same thing, but it wasn't clicking to both of us. So we got back together. I was a happy camper. She was a happy camper because I followed her lead when it came to intimacy. I followed her lead. And wow. So COVID came around, and she was, you know, she has some illnesses that, you know, you don't want to. I work in a hospital, so I didn't want to go around her as much because of the illnesses she had. So it kind of like, our relationship kind of like faded away. And I would never forget the way that she made me feel when she touched me, when she's talking to me. It was just powerful. So right now, today, I don't know if she, and we still say happy birthday to each other, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Mother's Day, all that stuff. But I still don't know what she's doing today. And I'm sure she got a girlfriend, because I have one. But, whew, baby, before her, literally before her, I wasn't sure what was so special about sex, because I never had an orgasm. But with her, I had many orgasms in the same day setting. So it was just great. So that's when I started knowing how I want my body to feel and what I want you to do to me so that I can get to an orgasm. Now, the moral of this story is, talk to your partner about how you want to feel. Talk to your partner about how you want to feel sexually. How she wants to feel sexually. And work on that. Because I understand that everybody can't be like my last girlfriend. Everybody can't be like that. And, you know, we just have to figure out a way to make each other feel special and good and excited by talking about it. So that's what I've learned. I've learned that I need to talk about it so that we can get on the same page in that situation. But, oof. Baby, that was so good. Not the chips, but, you know, the intimacy. But, so, that was the moral of the story, is to talk to your partner, tell them how you want to feel, you know, guide them so that they can pleasure you the right way. Don't just turn over and go to sleep. Cuddle your partner. You know, I'm not a sleeping pill, so don't just get your moment and go to sleep. I'm not a sleeping pill. Feel me? So, let's do that, guys. I was going to do a part 2, but it don't need to be a part 2 because I kind of put everybody in the story that led me up to becoming who I am today. I'm proud to be a lesbian. The conversation I had, the video I had before this, the lady was trying to make me feel bad because of who I am. And I keep telling people, you can't make me feel bad. I don't feel bad about nothing. I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't feel bad. I didn't go shoot nobody. I gave somebody some pleasure. So, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about my lifestyle. I am who I am. If you don't know what I do in my bedroom and you like me as a friend, that friendship should continue. Because what I do in the bedroom don't have nothing to do with you. period. But I'm going to end this video, guys. I thank you guys for listening. Please give me thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. And thank you for watching. My phone is finna overheat, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a blessed day. What we hear about? Peace, love, happiness. Boom.